everybody. Let me open my soda before we start.
It's a good start.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious soda.
I went to a neat soda bar the other day. Actually,
Man,
you were there.
That was super cool.
We'll call
Here
it,
in town,
we'll call
Pour.
it soda bar. Yeah, it's
I've
called
been to
Pour.
Pour.
I've never been,
Yeah.
and it
I used to
kind
live
of
across the street.
surprised me.
It's awesome. You get a bracelet with an RF chip in it, and there's about 40 or 50 taps on the wall, and you hold your bracelet up. Simon knows because he came by, and Dralis has been there. Thick, you been there?
I have not.
So it tells you what the alcohol percentage is on there.
Per ounce?
Yep.
Everything's sold by the ounce?
And the whole thing is like on a spectrum. You know, you got like IPAs over here and the blondes over here. And
So you've got like a row, like downstairs, it was a row of what I would take a guess of is like 50 beer taps.
Yep.
That all had digital screens that were like 4 inches by like 8 inches.
Yep.
And I went up to the guy at the end when we went to pay, and it was just like, this is a really interesting business model.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
and it makes having a
Oh, it's
bar
still downtown prices, too.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's normal
Yeah,
beverage
it tells you the
prices
price too per
with,
ounce.
like,
Yeah.
But they don't have any wait staff. You
Oh,
gotta
no.
do it all yourself.
It makes so many headaches of that industry, I'm sure, just poof.
Yeah, because how everybody's been there that's over 21. You go at the bar, you're standing there, you're trying to get their attention, you're trying to find a spot to get in the bar. That's all gone now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the drama of people
Trying to
who-
get attention of
in
bartenders.
in
Oh, it's
bars.
the worst.
Oh, God, but just in bars, the people
Yeah.
who work, you've worked in
That
bars.
bartender
yeah, many
snobbery
years.
thing is a
Drama.
real thing sometimes, isn't
It
it?
certainly can be. That's a power position.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
You know, but
Forget
it also
that.
works in the reverse. You have the best bartenders, but yeah, if you're hounding a bartender, I can understand why I'll ignore the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like if you are just being obnoxious to get, you know.
But sometimes, I mean, some bartenders are great.
Yep.
But sometimes you're a respectful patron.
Yeah.
You're ready. You're just you're being patient, and they just ignore you.
Yep. But they have feelings too. They might have had a bad day. You never know.
Yeah,
all that
but
stuff. But this does
When you're
eliminate
working,
all
you gotta
of that.
put that behind you.
Yeah, this eliminates all of it. And if someone's you want this particular beer and someone's there getting a beer, maybe you'll try a different beer that's open.
You know,
Just wait.
here's something that I know that potentially this could be a thing because we've talked about it before because we're talking about beer, right? Like to have our own beer.
Yeah. Oh, let me
Like-
tell you something else. Well, go ahead, and I'll tell you something else.
Okay, well, you could tell me whatever you want because all I'm trying to say is very doable.
Super
We just
doable.
got to find the right. Obviously, it's all about the product being
the right
very
brewer,
good.
the right brewery. It's a matter of like locally, we've got some really good breweries
Yeah,
now.
we do.
Right.
It'd be a matter of like talking to one of them potentially, and hey, we've got a wonderful community, and maybe we could get
I
one
would
of our
rather
names.
sell
on there.
globally
I would.
because our audience is global.
This is true.
That's fine, but it's globally from here.
Do
So-
many in our hometown export to other
Well, we would.
states, countries?
We would have to find the right
Planets.
place in North
Planets.
Carolina potentially that could.
Okay.
I think, but
I
I,
thought
don't
you're-
want to be a version of somebody else's edition. I want to be our own beer.
Yeah. Part of us could be in the beer. You know how they add
Skin
like-
flakes.
Oh,
Dander?
sure.
something
Yeah.
Some hair
to help
dander.
ferment it into. Part of us is fermented
Could
into
we
the
sell our
beer.
bath water like that one Twitch streamer and then just put alcohol in it?
Yeah.
Let's
our
not
bath
do
water's
that.
in it.
Alcoholic
Let's
bath
not
water.
do that.
Yep.
Boom.
Well, we're on the fence about that, but I went to another place where I realized how easy it was to can beer.
Right.
I went in and
Yeah.
said, "I want this to go," and they said, "Well, that's on tap." And then they told me, "But we can it." So they have this big giant can with no label on it. They fill it up at the tap. They put it in a little machine which presses a lid on it that has a little pop top thing on it, and then it goes around and seals it. And now you've got an unopened canned beer
Beautiful.
right there in their bar. I was so impressed.
Nice.
That
And then
is
you could
some-
order stickers. We could order like our Neebs Gaming beer stickers and put on it.
So you told me so we could use that place's.
Possibly. I mean, you have to, I guess, go through some hoops to make sure the alcohol percentage is right and the labelings are legally
But I love
done right.
and it probably looks really like I don't know,
Look good.
rustic.
Probably look good.
Good, no,
rusty
but I mean
can.
in a good way, not like but I mean just industrial.
Give
It
you
doesn't look
tetanus.
like a normal can, does it?
Looks like a normal can.
It was
doesn't
just kind of like
what
that.
I had
but
was like a
different.
Sapporo can. It was big.
Big. That's what I'm talking
And-
about.
and
it,
then- You
said rustic.
And it looks like, but no, but I
Wrong
mean, you
word.
know what I mean.
Wrong
The
word.
style.
But the
Oh,
top
it's
looked like a
messy.
real can. Looked like a real can.
Yeah.
It was just
like that.
completely silver. Yeah, but just completely silver. They put a little sticker on it just to say
Stop
the
laughing
alcohol.
at me.
Got holes.
Can't.
Just like this, but bigger.
All right.
Looked like
so
a
in
real
other words,
can.
it looked just like
It's a
that.
legitimate
But it
can.
looked like it was from the 20s.
Yeah.
Rustic.
Like a caveman made it with a stone and a stick.
Made out of wood.
It's made of
I
oak.
meant to say like so it didn't have a hand and it didn't have I don't know just
It
like
wasn't
a
pounded out with a penny hammer and a melted.
you know how
forge.
you have stuff that's made in your shop at home that looks a little bit different than when it's made in a factory.
Looked great.
So in other words, it looked exactly like a factory
Exactly.
can.
Looked
wow,
good.
you should have really
But
it's
well
less
aged.
impressive now.
Just
Okay.
well aged.
Well aged, very rustic.
We'll put your face on it. You'll be happy.
Yeah. Yeah, we should look into that. That sounds fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just multiple hands.
Probably somebody in the audience right now is like, I know how to brew.
Yep.
I can do it. I can do it.
Me.
Well, we can make
I
it a
think the
limited
biggest
thing.
problem for us is, and this is a little bit more behind the scenes. Believe it or not, a lot of times we have trouble agreeing on things or making a decision.
True. Yes.
Oh no.
So
Yeah.
it could be a nightmare.
Are
to
you
be quite
talking
honest.
about the particular beer that we put our name on, or the process of which we go?
the whole process?
Every bit of it.
Well, what color? I like this color.
Yep. Okay.
Or what should it? Whose face?
Yeah, we just need to put one person in jail. Like, sometimes there's too many chefs in the kitchen because there are 5 of us.
Yeah, but you got to do it. Everyone has to approve. of it.
I'll take this.
Josh
No.
says this.
No,
Yep, I'm gonna take it.
No.
I'm gonna take it. No. What you're shaking your head at is something you're not gonna do in the first place. What I'm talking about is me talking to these different places and seeing what our options might be.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
all right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where you
I'm
live
taking.
downtown. You're
Exactly.
in a good spot.
I'm by, and granted, not all the best breweries in town are downtown per se.
True.
Yeah, I would
but-
hope you have
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna,
connections to
I'm gonna go
larger
a few- yeah, of course.
places.
I'd say-
Anheuser-Busch and
All
We
those
should
little
probably go a
Coors.
lager angle,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
so it
lager
is
would be
more
fantastic.
approachable
That's
for
nice.
more people. You
Yeah.
know, just kind of keep it a very subtle, but a delicious,
We got a
approachable flavor.
plan.
Thick loves fruit. He wants
What?
fruit.
I
in
don't
it.
He
want
can
fruit.
add
I don't
fruit.
want
I
fruit.
can
know
add
you don't
fruit.
want fruit in it.
You're like the Lima
Just
Marina
trying to
king.
get you to
Yeah.
get
Look
you
how
riled
fast he got
up.
defensive.
I know.
Hey, what do you guys think of?
It's like I just squirted with a
mimosas,
squirt
I
gun.
love
Hey. What are your feelings on Trulies and White Claws?
White Claw, I don't mind it.
I don't
I
like
don't know
it.
what they are.
It's
like
like seltzer
seltzer.
water but with alcohol in it.
That's the thing.
Okay.
Is, I like sparkling water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know they are probably healthier, but still, I'm gonna get a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes crappy.
It to me, I don't mind it. It's kind of like if I'm out at a beach all day or something like that. Like a White Claw is like a
That
good
makes
beer
that's
for
smart
that.
then,
'Cause, yeah.
that's actually smart.
Because I feel it's like a huge thing right now. Like I was at an event recently where
It's probably just the calorie.
the abundance of White Claws and Trulies was insane, and then it's almost like they're starting their own like gang.
Like a flash mob.
No, because there's no dancing, and it's like, hey, you're either Truly crew or you're in the Claw.
Oh, I don't
squad.
care about. I don't care about that.
I know you don't care about it, but it's like.
But they're
this
coming, is
like-
what he's saying. They're
yeah,
coming.
it's like a wave of, and not to the Claw wave, but it's
Thought
like
zombies.
3 was a thing.
it's a wave.
and
that's
then all of
coming.
a sudden they're like, here, why don't you try it? Take a sip. It's not too bad. I'll give you one for free. Now they're a zombie too. It spreads. It spreads.
And not only that, but if like you're drinking a Truly and your buddy's like a White Claw guy, and like it's gotten so out of hand
That's a
that he just
thing?
comes
That's a
stabs
thing.
you. He's like, I don't need this.
I'm not gonna let that be a thing in my
Scum.
life.
Yeah,
it's not a thing in
Not
my
my
No,
world.
it's not a thing.
I feel like
but-
the seltzer water with booze in it though. Like I saw one in our local food line, and I swear I turned around the next day and there were 20 of them.
yeah.
Like 20 different brands. Everyone
Yeah.
jumped on that wagon. It was kind of like when root beer, like the Not Your Father's root beer came out for a
God.
second, and then I felt like everybody was doing a root beer.
right.
And then they
Yeah.
kind of tapered back off. And
Well, listen,
so
there's
this
a-
might be a phase.
There's a discrepancy in the world with lemonade and shandy. Sometimes if you're in Europe or in some fancy place and you order a lemonade, they're giving you a Sprite. And you're like, this is clearly not lemonade. It should just be lemon, water, and maybe some sugar. Okay, am I right?
Yeah.
I've never
As far
had
as
that
everyone
problem.
here is concerned, but in some places,
Why'd you bring up shandy though?
because some shandies in European countries are like beer with like
Half
like a
lemonade.
7-Up or a Sprite.
Oh, not
a
lemonade.
lemonade.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I like a, yeah. I'd
How's that taste,
much
though?
prefer lemonade.
I'm
I've
sure
never
it's
had a-
fine, but
Yeah.
if you're
'Cause I
used
like
to
a real-
lemonade, like real lemonade, like I am,
Yeah.
I don't need any alcohol. I'll just take some lemonade.
And then they give you a Sprite.
Yep. And then I'll do a shot of whiskey.
there you go.
There you go.
Seems like it'd be good with vodka, though.
What you looking up, Thiac?
So going back to the beer thing, We've got a big Hollywood agent now. I'm emailing him right now.
Even better. Even better.
Hey, get on it. You get on it because we're famous YouTubers.
You get to
Have
work.
we made that official announcement on the YouTubes about our big Hollywood agent?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
been
No,
broadcast
on YouTube.
not on YouTube.
On this, like right now is the
Like
chance.
right now is the full-time announcement that we are officially.
It's got announced like 2 months ago or something.
I know,
not
but
on
on
YouTube.
YouTube, they don't know. I'm looking for a title.
I was gonna say Truly's versus White Claw, but we
I
got
like-
No,
Hey,
we can go
we-
with
we
we
are-
got signed with the biggest agents in the world because we're the biggest YouTubers ever. Hashtag we're famous. Hashtag forever we're the best.
Add more words though.
funny,
and then you got
I kind of
some.
feel embarrassed though.
I know.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like driving downtown with your radio on loud and like an old
Bumping.
Camaro or something.
Yeah, it's kind of obnoxious. I was like, oh, we got a talent agent.
Well, it's not like we're broadcasting it. Like,
yeah,
hey,
but you just
like,
kind of
I
did
would.
like that.
no. What
I
I'm
like to keep it
doing
secret, like I have an agent or something
No,
like
no.
I'd market a
Look,
video
what,
over it.
What
Yeah.
I'm doing right now is something fun that we can come back to in the next podcast because he might come back and be like, "You guys are fucking nuts."
Well, if he does that, he'd be cool. Well, no, if he
What?
comes back with something, it'd be cool. If
Well,
not,
yeah.
we
We should
throw him
start
under the bus.
involving him in what we're doing
That
like
works.
every
That's
week.
on the podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
And we can
And we
add-
throw him under the bus if he doesn't deliver.
That's
right.
it. I
And
like
then we
it.
can even do stupid things like, "Hey, what's your favorite pizza topping?"
How's our
I mean,
new
yes.
How's our new beer coming along? Oh,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't worked
So-
out that deal. So wait, so we're gonna.
How
You're
long are we
asking,
going to give him on that deal?
So you're asking him for but we're getting a beer, or you're going to ask him about getting a beer sponsor because they're two very different things. What are
We
you
want our-
talking
we
about?
want our
we
beer to
want
be
our
sold in
own beer.
Australia.
We want our own beer.
To be
And what?
sold.
That's a
in
good
Australia.
start. And can I address one other thing?
What?
He has a month.
The being embarrassed by it thing is it's a shitty way to look at this because
It's a huge
big
opportunity.
agency thought we were worth it and they believe in us.
But you don't
Why
tout
would we be
it.
embarrassed?
You
It's
don't
an honor.
tout it.
Or
No,
no, we're
well,
just
he
mentioning
just
it.
There's
touted
not a
it.
flag outside my house that says, "Hey,
You
we're
just
represented by
touted
Big."
it.
He was
No.
being sarcastic.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Just like me by saying we're so awesome. Obviously, we're awesome anyway. I mean,
Listen,
we're
we're
awesome
pretty
before
great.
that. So.
But I don't like the toot our own horn or anything.
We're not tooting. We're just
Yeah.
spreading
we're just-
information. It's
I
a
feel- I
fact.
feel like I'm tooting.
we're just messing.
It's a fact.
There it is. I got an agent.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Anyway.
You guys hear my agent announcement?
yeah, they're good. Ooh.
Little toot. We're famous in Hollywood.
Oh yeah. Even though we're not.
What's that? How do you do that again? How's that
I
work?
don't know. You just squeeze your lips together.
If you
and
were to
blow.
explain to someone how to do that like you are now.
Got to purse your lips really tight and then blow.
I mean, super tight.
You got to do mouth kegels. Maybe they're not.
My lips are too voluptuous.
Is that what it is?
I guess so.
Too
You
swollen.
got, you got fantastic.
They're
lips.
All right.
super
So, can
bulbous.
you read what you've officially said because I don't trust you.
I said, "Hey, so and so. Hey, big Hollywood agent. Yeah, I'm emailing you during our podcast because we're talking about wanting our own Neebs Gaming beer. Can we pitch that to someone? Let me know. Thick.
That's right.
Nailed
We
it.
need to
Straight
pitch.
to the point. Get back to me. I want some offers from Anheuser-Busch, from
Bushheiser
This
and
is what's gonna
Bushheiser
be-
and
I don't know, man.
from Bush.
You know
Right.
he's going to be like, do I even
Jeb?
respond to this or I just delete it?
You got to be in it to win it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risk it
let's
for the
win
biscuit.
I can't wait to, if we remember, to come back to this topic in a month.
We should write it on the board or something like.
Yeah.
Hey,
How's that beer coming?
just pestering our agent.
Hey.
But I like making that part of the podcast, just pestering our agent for dumb stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's good.
He'd probably be cool with it. He's
We should make sure
he's a
cool
very
with it,
very
but,
nice
yeah.
person.
No, he's a very fine gentleman.
Yeah, but we
Yes.
got to hold him to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
My whole original thought of this was next summer when we do our next live event locally, if we could have, I don't know, 100, 200 beers made that are a beer we all can agree on and packaged and labeled, it'd be fun to have at the party.
Why don't we just screw
Agreed.
the rest of the world out of Neebs Gaming beer, delicious Neebs Gaming beer? Let's screw everybody out
Yeah.
of it.
That's
That's
what
it.
you want to do.
You go big.
I just
and
wanna
you-
hold it over
you
their
give-
heads.
Yeah,
You're awful.
Like, look what everybody else
Look what
got
we
here.
drink.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean they couldn't order it and have it shipped.
And you want to get a whole couple
This is
hundred of them.
bathwater
Everyone can have
flavor.
half of one.
Everybody splits one.
Everyone. Yeah.
Like our the Neebs Gaming coffee, for
Oh
example.
yeah,
All
player
right, we
one
do have-
coffee.
we can have coffee,
People can
yeah.
get that
we
delivered
do
to their
have that.
door around the world.
What's
That's
it like
right.
to get I've never had alcohol delivered. How do they clear that?
Probably a complete nightmare.
Well, I mean,
Probably.
like
No.
wine gets shipped all the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
so
We could just make
it's not
it.
a big deal.
We should also have a wine
Oh, wine.
We'll
Like,
That would
based
be
around
interesting.
romance.
Yes, based completely.
Neebs Gaming romantic wine.
Yes, yes, because nothing gets ladies wetter than
A swimming pool.
If you dump a bottle of wine on them.
exactly, particularly.
That'll do it every time.
So wet.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, that place we went to, Poor, they had, is Prosecco a wine?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's sparkling
that's what
wine.
it was.
That's a
They
really
had
good
Prosecco.
summer, sweet kind of,
They had that on tap as well.
yeah.
They cut you off after 32 ounces. Almost hit it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I did hit it.
they don't
you?
cut you off.
Did you?
though.
Well, I kept trying different types.
I didn't even
That
finish.
place is dangerous for
Oh, I
me.
thought
'cause
you
I was
were
like, what's this
saying
one taste like? Yeah,
Just
what's
off
this one taste
Prosecco,
like?
32 ounces.
No, when you scan your thing, it goes, you've had this many ounces.
Oh.
And at 32, they cut you off, and you have to go to the bartender and say,
want
can I
32
keep
more."
drinking?
Yep.
I tell you what, at
Interesting,
my
okay.
house, I ain't going to cut you off. Just come on over, have
Well,
a
I
beer.
know.
Just go to your house.
Just come to my house, hang out. I'm lonely, like all the time.
You have a dog, though.
I might
We're
be headed-
lonely together. Him and I were like, man, we wish we had some friends here.
Lonely together.
I might be going to the break room here in a second.
Why's that?
Does anyone need anything?
The break room.
I could use another soda pop.
I'm
Okay.
okay. Yeah, I had a wine evening last night.
Really?
Oh.
What sort of wine?
It was all I knew was red because it was like at the we went to that the Pink Floyd cover band show. My family's in town and had some box seats with our buddy Brad and
I
his
thought you were
fam
gonna say
and
box
stuff.
wine.
That's why I thought it was going
Box
to.
wine.
Oh, boxed wine.
Oh, but like up in the box, you feel like talk about feeling
Like royalty.
special. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, they
Yeah.
bring you all the drinks. There's all the snacks. You can stand and move around. Everyone's all squished down there in the seats. You feel pretty good. But it was just I assume it was a cab or a Merlot. I don't know.
So I was a weasel probably 3 years ago at that same venue because I bought tickets to a concert for me and I forget how old she was at the time. One of my daughters. I don't know. Whatever her name is.
Like, who is she even?
Yeah.
Right.
But we sat down next to some guys and they were like pretty cool. And they're like, oh, you brought your little daughter here. That's great. And I was like, yeah, I already knew I had this plan regardless of who we were going to sit next to. These guys next to us are very nice. But I went over to the usher and I'm like, hey, the guys over there, they're having a good time. They're just being loud, maybe throwing around a little bit of language and they can, that's fine. Is there anywhere else we can sit? And she's like, oh, this is a sold out show except for the box seats over there. And I was like, oh, you know what? Don't even worry about it. It's fine. I'll just, maybe we'll just leave a little early. She's
those
like,
the
no.
seats okay.
I'm putting you in the box seats. It was like a Jedi fucking mind trick.
Man, that I don't think that's a dick move. I think that's a smart move. They're wasted seats.
If they're
Good for you.
Yeah,
So don't
Good
do
for
that if
you.
all the box seats are full. Like look around
Yeah.
and then lie.
yeah.
Right, because
No, I
lying is
did.
okay.
I did.
when it works out for you and
Absolutely.
nobody. You're right.
If you can cheat, cheat.
How often does situations like this get abused? Like the two situations I think of are old people, maybe foreign people. Like if you look like you might speak another language, you at certain times you might go, you know what, I'm going to play this card. I don't understand you when they speak clear Spanish and English. Or if you're old, sometimes you can play that like I'm losing it a little bit. I just need to move to the front of the line. Does that ever get done? That's got to get done, right?
I know for a fact that my father was one of those guys that would abuse things to get in front.
Act a little bit crazy so he can get to the front of a line or
Yeah,
something.
he wasn't acting.
He's got a homemade handicap sticker. Like he drew it and he puts it in the car.
He's got a T-shirt.
Anything. Listen. I don't want to say too much, but I have family members that would go into a store and break something and ask for 20% off. Because all right, so
dude.
it's like the way I am right now. Just be thankful I've grown leaps and bounds above the people that I was around as a child. Sad.
I've done the concert thing with my older daughter. I've used that trick probably about three or four times.
Oh, now you're a real douchebag. I thought
No,
maybe it was
not.
just a one thing. You really? That's like a trick that I thought you came up with it on the spot.
That was the last time I did it.
This is a repeat thing.
I'm a repeat offender. But
Oh,
here's
wow.
the thing. I want a great experience for my daughter.
and she knows that you cheat to do this, right?
Like, look.
Yeah, you're
She knows
teaching
that?
her. You're teaching her.
Oh God, you are. This is how it starts.
I'm going to
Yep.
tell you this right now.
Or she might rebel against this. She'll like, you know what? Dad was so shady. I don't want to be that way when I get older.
Yeah, I don't want to.
She's gonna be like Simon. My dad was crazy.
Yep.
My
Yeah.
family was
She'll
crazy.
be on a podcast one day.
I'm a good citizen.
But
Well,
listen,
Simon's not a good citizen.
I remember a situation where my family and I, we bent the rules a bit. It was my birthday every time we went to a Japanese restaurant. Every single time.
Okay, so you had that growing up as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's different when
Y'all
you're
split
poor.
the dessert.
I feel like the most
Yeah, you get the sherbet ice cream and the cookies.
these days one of the most abused things, and believe me, I think it's justified in many cases. I'm not at all saying that it doesn't make sense in a lot of cases, but the service animals
Oh, and like on flights.
everywhere.
Jeez.
Well,
yeah.
Delta's not allowing them on flights anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, they just really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because people abused it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm with you, man. It's like past couple of years, all of a sudden, boom, everyone had a fucking dog on the flight.
Everyone's
Yeah, it's like it says like
uh,
emotional support or whatever.
Yeah.
And I understand when
are they
it's
gonna-
justified.
But are they going to tighten it up and make sure the people that need it have it?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think
Oh, the answer. I'm
apparently
just
There's
saying
gonna
that
be
just
no
said,
way.
Fuck y'all.
You can't tell.
my point is just a lot of people have taken advantage of it, and I know several.
Yeah, I know people too.
Yep.
But also know people.
What do you mean?
Like,
What are they doing? They're like, hey, I just love my dog, and I'm going to claim that
Sure, they buy the
Yes,
vest online and there they go.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
This
exactly
is a
what
service
happened.
dog.
Exactly.
This is
You're
my
telling me
emotional
that they're
support.
buying bootleg shit? They're not even
Yeah.
like registering their dog?
People don't question it because it's
I
a
know
tender
people.
situation. Like you don't like. Do you really need that? Nobody asks that. Like nobody. You don't want to.
That is, I did never.
Because if you ask that to a person who really needs it, that's a bad move.
Yeah.
But there are people like I know someone that had seizures. They had a dog for seizures. The dog would like
yeah.
push them down and
Yeah.
kind of lay on them when
Yeah.
they had seizures.
No, and that's what's shitty
legitimate.
about this situation is like that guy gets fucked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
So-
the point.
So Delta, they actually just cracked down on it. They still allow it, but you
Okay.
got to really prove that you need a
Well,
service dog.
good. I mean, yeah.
Because people just walking around with crazy ass service dog.
No, like getting on
like
a
a
flight was
pit
like
bull
going to a damn
puppy.
pet store.
It's like CNI dog. No, that's a puppy. That's just shit on my foot.
Hasn't learned how to shit in the
This
right
is
place
yipping the
yet.
whole damn time. It used to be kids annoyed you on the plane, not anymore.
Yeah, because people assume when you see a dog that's really that dog like that, they've got a massive amount of training.
Oh,
They do.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
they
now
real ones.
now every time I see one of those animals, I used to always just assume that this is a highly trained animal.
I watched a documentary about service dogs and the
Oh, they're
thing
amazing.
Yeah, it's
that
what they
happened.
have
It
to do.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Sure.
Anyway,
I don't want my dog to fly in the belly
Your
of a
dog
plane.
can't fit on the damn plane.
Well, listen,
this is probably the start of where people bought the.
but you know what? Like I would
Vests.
love to travel with my dog.
Wouldn't get off the ground.
You would?
I would love to.
Really?
Hysterical. But anyway, imagine. I've heard stories. People's dogs will like freeze to death or suffocate to death under a plane.
Oh, I would not.
I can't do
Oh,
that.
no, I
I
get
would
it. I
not
get it.
want that. No way. I wouldn't, because you never know. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You never know what shit went down in the belly of a this man. There's probably people bagging in the belly of a plane while it's still going on. Weirder shit's happened.
Well, I don't care if my dog's around that.
Well,
I just don't want him to
you
die
should.
on
You
the
should
flight.
care.
Right.
Because
What's
he'll
that
have
have
a
to do
heart
with-
attack watching. All of a sudden, I don't know why I made the Puerto Rican, but all those two Puerto Ricans having sex in the belly of a plane. Your
Yeah,
dog's gonna have
they're
a
known
heart
for that.
attack while
They are.
watching it. They're
That's
known
what they
for
do.
I
that's
don't understand
It's
this.
a stereotype.
Oh, boy.
Irish drink, Puerto Ricans
How
fuck in the
crazy is
belly
this
of planes.
Puerto Rican governor thing?
Is there a crazy? Oh, I don't know much.
Yeah. Some,
Oh, I haven't been watching it
Some
develop.
emails got leaked, and I mean, this is all done. This is last week's news, 2
Right.
weeks ago. But
Okay.
just can you imagine being a governor of a place and there's like thousands of people outside just resign, and then to step down like you, he's probably got to leave that place.
A lot of them are
What a
like,
crazy
nope,
mess.
not stepping down.
And he was for a while, but he stepped down.
If we get big enough, that will happen to one of us.
You got to step
There are
down.
going to be
You
thousands
gotta
of
leave.
people say, "You've got to leave."
I thought that was going to happen
Okay.
when Cooter happened.
Right. Felt like that was the beginning. That's
People
how I
at my
know.
front door with pitchforks and
Yeah.
torches.
I can't imagine. I mean, hopefully, I would never do something to make that many people angry.
Yeah, that's
But could you
you
imagine
do it
having,
here,
this,
I
having
bet.
that anger like targeted at you?
on that scale.
Just thousands of people banging pots, angry at you outside the mansion.
Yeah.
Hey, don't nobody kill that unicorn on our ARC server.
It'll be Puerto Rico all over again.
No, yeah, I'm gonna try to keep that thing alive as long as I can. I haven't been this attached to an animal in our gameplay in such a long time.
I was thinking about that after this last episode. Go ahead, Simon. I didn't want to jump on you.
No, it's just interesting how somehow you got very quickly very attached. And I get why. It's the rarity, right?
Well, it's a unicorn, yeah.
Right.
And
It's the only one on the server.
There's only one of these on any server ever.
And it was like the second animal you ran into.
Yeah, it was nuts.
We
The
need to
brown
make
horse, then the unicorn.
we need to make a facility for it.
Yeah.
It should not be coming out much.
Honestly, it really yeah, that would be nice. But it should have a very stupid safe place.
We're gonna make it last through this
ridiculous.
entire map.
Wouldn't that be something? If
Like
it
that
lasted?
should be all of our
You've
goal
just fucked us.
collectively.
But
You just fucked us.
Yeah, but
you
we have to agree.
But he also has to spend a certain amount of time out of that safety area.
Yeah,
can't
no,
just
that's the
be-
thing. I
Yeah,
kind
we
of want
can't cop out.
Apparently, according to the comments, if you use one of those things, they have they deal a crazy amount of torpor damage with its. It has a hind leg kick, so you can knock out things extremely fast with it.
But hind-wise,
We'll see.
Yeah, but you could work that pretty easily because
you have to let things approach
So
you.
I want to
No,
try
no,
this.
no.
Like,
I mean, if you have a
bola
couple
raptor,
people.
whap,
Oh, I see.
smack it.
right, or just distract him and have him. Oh yeah, but I get it. Yeah.
I know you've already got a name, but it would have been cool to name it Whitney Houston.
What's that?
Because I feel like a bodyguard when I'm around you. Like I find
okay,
myself
all right,
sacrificing my life for your horse all
You
the
did.
time.
You did. Yes, you
I'm
did.
jumping in
did.
front of bullets
Well done,
constantly around you.
No, it's gonna be. It's a staple of
Bullets with teeth.
Valguero. Wonderful unicorn. Because
Protect
we tried
the
to get one
unicorn.
before on Ragnarok,
Oh, yeah.
and
Didn't
we
do it.
Screwed up. So yeah, this is gonna be great.
So how do we make some sort of a Deadpool, or can we? Because I brought it up, and then somebody else said like it would
Take
be.
bets on how long it'll last.
Yeah, like but what's a good payoff? How do we do that? How can we somehow get the audience involved? Can there be wouldn't
If
that be
we
fun?
had someone
Good
here
question.
that was diligent enough to keep track of it and pick a winner, but that's
track
not
of
that's
what?
not me. I'm
It
not
has to
doing
be
that.
officially in a place that it's stored, almost like it's on a thread. Like everyone has their thing on the
If the
thread.
community did it.
Yeah, the community did it, and it's all has to be stated on one thread, and then we can like maybe have a prize that one of us,
Yeah.
maybe me, can be like in charge of getting like T-shirts, a little bit of merch, and just send.
Or you
it
get a dino
off.
named after you.
Neebs beer.
That's even better.
Yep.
Dino.
We don't have to do any work but tame
Exactly.
something and name it.
That's the best.
If someone in the community can set up this pool and everyone puts in a date,
And the top three
Or episode number.
episode.
That's a good idea.
Episode number.
starting in Valguero, starting at 1 in Valguero.
Well,
Which
obviously it's not
episode
gonna
is
be
it?
one.
by?
Which
Do you
episode is the horse
include
dying?
and do you include who is responsible
No,
for?
too
Okay.
much of a.
Okay.
I
No,
mean, you
man,
can
I
get
don't
bonus
know.
points.
Yeah.
Maybe, but you can get bonus points. Maybe.
So what if 7
like-
people say episode 10 and
Then-
7 winners?
Okay. So
Or 100 people? Jeez.
I know.
there could
well,
be
that's,
hundreds.
That
You
just
can't
put a
do
hole
that.
in your thing, but we could work with that.
Well, that's why Thick's suggestion
Yeah, maybe
adds
who's
a
responsible
layer that
or
narrows
what
down.
it gets
That will.
or what it gets killed by.
Yeah.
So
Killed.
Which episode, what it gets killed by, and who's at fault.
Who's at fault can be
wow.
also
And
very.
And the more they have,
tiebreaker
yeah,
stuff.
that's true.
that's tiebreaker stuff.
That's tiebreaker
Okay.
stuff because even with that, like if it's somebody's fault,
that's a debate.
that exactly. So
In a
now
very
you
big
could
way,
say
potentially.
me and you would be connected in that one with the T-Rex because I was there with you. I definitely was. I had shared some
And
fault to
In
it.
time, I would have maybe admitted that it was entirely my fault, like I do now.
Right. It
The
was
Giga
entirely
thing?
your fault, actually.
It was. Right?
It was cool. Like,
By association,
it was,
it's a-
but it was a bad
absolutely
example.
was your
But anyway, we could work that out, right? But it would be fun.
This
like,
is all pending on if someone out there is smart enough.
well,
to
I
do
know
it.
somebody. The community that we have, it's
Oh
not
my
that
God.
hard. But the
Okay.
thing is, they have to be. Maybe it's only up to a particular group. Like we have a couple of Facebook groups, but one.
There's also the Discord.
It's hard to get in.
Because like
This could be done on the Discord. I
I'm
believe.
thinking about admitting it's my fault here soon.
It is, man. You know it
I
is.
bet we have someone that's listening right now that's had this plan. Like,
They're on it.
I'm glad they brought this up because
You may
I've
be
got
right.
it right
You
here.
may be right.
It's already in Vegas.
Well, if you are, you got to get on it quick because the first link we get to is the one we're going to share with our audience.
So
Let's
this is
go.
what makes it kind of enticing. The fact that we can all kind of agree, which I know, Thick, you said that that's what makes us doomed in this. But if we can all agree that we want to keep that little shit alive,
we have to all like put ourselves in danger
that
to protect
will
that thing.
guarantee the you guys out there that nothing's going to be manipulated regarding this. So
Yeah.
it's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Don't kill the unicorn. It's the most important animal we have.
So it's like,
Now-
Mule.
do we?
Nobody's gonna pick the next episode. We have to have him out. He has to be. He has
We'll
to be
take
out
him
and
out.
That's the
about.
thing.
But we'll take him out. But yeah, it's one of those things we have to be very careful with him.
Just very careful.
I'm really up in his stamina and speed, so
Yeah.
he's going to be easy to just
All right.
get away
All
with.
right.
Also,
the
if you're
biggest
thinking-
danger, I think, is raptors because raptors can jump on you and take you off the animal.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So should you keep them on passive flee?
Maybe so.
So if you're thinking about being the guy that does this, you better do it quick because we can get something killed.
Yeah,
Okay,
this-
really good
yeah,
at
this
that.
could be
There's a
dead
good
next
chance it's
episode.
going to
better do
die
that
next
quick.
episode.
Yep. All right. Well, hey, listen. It's time to talk about our new sponsor.
Let's do it.
Isn't it nice to get away?
I love getting away.
You know, awaytravel.com is where you get away luggage like we have. We have away luggage, and they're a new sponsor.
We love traveling, and you know what? Anthony's getting ready to take a trip, and he said, "Can I have one of these or borrow?" Did you give it to him, or is he
Yeah,
borrowing
no,
it?
gave it to him. Gave it to him. I've got one. Thick has one.
That's right.
Thick, what color did you get?
It looks like a maroon. What's the color on the website there? It's either burgundy or maroon.
It's
Or
burgundy.
they might call it like wine. Or
It looks like a
something.
brick to me.
Brick.
brick.
You nailed it.
Neebs.
I called it. And
Oh
you
man, I bet you
obviously-
there was a Deadpool on that.
Yeah.
See, that's
I
good.
wish I won something.
So Away offers high quality luggage at a much lower price by cutting out the middleman and selling directly to you. And they have 9 colors to choose from. I went for navy, I went classic. And they have carry-on, the bigger carry-on, both of which are compliant with all major U.S. airlines. And they've got the battery powered, like the
Yes.
USB battery port that pops in and out, and that's all compliant with what you got going on with the airlines too, which is awesome.
Battery bank.
Yes. And they have a lifetime guarantee. So if anything breaks, Away will fix it or replace it. Try it for 100 days. And if at any point you decide it's not for you, return it for a full refund. No questions asked.
Look, the lifetime guarantee, I used to fly a lot for one of my jobs, and I went through probably 7 suitcases.
Really?
Yeah.
'Cause they do beat the hell out of them, don't they?
So if they got a lifetime guarantee, if you fly a lot, it's worth it.
You'd think. Or it's just made because it's made here out of, let me see, it says all suitcases are made from premium German polycarbonate, which is lightweight and unrivaled in strength and impact resistance. So they're saying, listen, go ahead, try me.
This is stronger than stuff that's made in Wakanda.
That's what they wanted to say that in the ad, but I don't think they're legally allowed to.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Okay.
not official.
Also,
Anyway.
I saw inside the ones we have, there's the adapters.
Oh,
the
yeah,
foreign
for-
adapters.
Yeah, for different countries.
Yeah.
It comes
really?
in the bag.
It's inside the bag?
Yeah, along with a USB cord, I guess,
Yeah,
for the
boy.
bag too.
That's tight.
Come on, man. Listen, for $20 off a suitcase, visit awaytravel.com/Neebs and use promo code Neebs during checkout. That's awaytravel.com/Neebs and use promo code Neebs at checkout for $20 off a suitcase.
The promo code is Neebs, or is it Neebs at checkout?
Neebs.
Just Neebs.
Yes.
You were saying it weird.
I know, I probably did. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Just Neebs.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Away.
Travel.com.
They should partner up with a Weem.
A Weem.
A Weem. What's a Weem?
A weem away.
Exactly.
A Weem away.
A Weem away.
I love traveling. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's important stuff.
Hey, I just went to Nashville for the first time.
That's right, you did.
Yeah, tell us
Yeah.
about that trip.
You didn't get the
was-
bag.
Yeah.
You didn't get it yet.
No, I didn't.
See,
I
you
got
don't
it
get
after.
to try it.
Yeah, so I was there for an event called Nerdcore PartyCon. It's where about 20 nerdcore artists perform live for an intimate crowd. There was 100 people there.
And in
It
case-
almost felt like a retreat.
Gotcha. In case our audience doesn't know what nerdcore is, it is music for nerds. right? I guess.
So
is that how you would define it?
so-
But the core part's like they're angry. Right?
No, they're not
No.
angry. Everybody was nice and
Because
pleasant.
Marine Corps doesn't mean they're angry.
But the
No,
music
no.
is the music's like angry.
No, the music was great. It was all over the
Is there
place. They were
polka?
very, very. There was an artist. There was 2 artists there that I thought you would like. One of them, who's also an animator, his name is Stupendium,
Okay.
and the other one is Bone Cage.
Okay.
And his music is described as like a fever dream. Super funny.
That doesn't tell me anything.
Well, I'll just have to let
Cheese
you
Horse
hear it.
was fun.
Cheese
I heard
Horse,
a little bit of Cheese
he's
Horse.
got-
That was a
Yeah.
good song.
Cheese Horse is a great song. So many really, really good artists. But just going back to Nashville itself, I had some barbecue in Nashville. And it came pretty close to Austin's barbecue. My barbecue? Yeah.
That's
So
right. Nashville's a cool city.
Nashville's
great
great.
size.
Can we find a reason to go there
Yeah, of
together?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah? What's the reason?
We got to test out these travel bags.
Yep.
Boom!
Make sure they work.
Let's-
We're going to Nashville.
We got to hook up with like Hyatt or Hilton or somebody like that and be like, hey, we're gonna be doing this. We don't want to pay a cent.
Send an email to our big agent in
Well,
Hollywood.
here we go.
Yeah. Email him
Here
again.
goes.
He's going to get 10
We're gonna
emails
go
from
to
us when this is
Nashville.
over.
The whole thing.
we need to go to
want beer.
Nashville.
We want our
Free.
beer in Nashville.
Yeah. By the end of it, it's like we want our own cookie dough.
That's it.
I don't know why we wouldn't.
This
They're
is
going to
great.
drop us so soon.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
why we need to make it a big
guys are
deal
asking
while
for
we
cookie
can.
dough.
That'd be a fun, like if we decide we don't want to be represented, we should make them try to get rid of us. Yeah. Wouldn't that be fun though?
We're already in the
Yeah, let's not
process of
do that at all.
Because I've heard like some breakups go that way, don't you? Like you don't want to break up, so you're like, maybe I'll just be a bad
Be a
partner,
little bit of a turd.
and then they'll get rid of me.
yeah.
And then they hang on to you even more.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Backfire.
We're gonna do that to our agent.
backfire.
We're not doing that to our agent.
Become controversial and you get real big.
They start getting us bigger beer deals, and we're like, this really backfired.
You're in the papers.
We're trying to get dropped.
It just makes, yeah. We've seen these relationships happen.
Yep.
Like he treats you like shit and you just stay. You don't,
Yep.
I just can't
Yeah,
quit him.
that's true.
can't quit him.
just
He,
quit him.
Neebs
he
Gaming.
does love me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's getting better. He has his own cookie dough, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But going back to the event was great. We had some Neebs Gaming fans there,
Cool.
which was awesome. I was like, man, no one's gonna show up to see me here for Neebs Gaming. But there was like
Well, how many creators were out there?
20,
Oh, about 20. Okay, wow.
and
so
we were
that's a big
all
crowd.
in one Airbnb. It was like 2 floors.
That's where
Really?
you performed?
No,
In an
that's where we
Airbnb?
stayed. We
So all
performed
20 of you
at
guys stayed in one
at a
Airbnb.
venue.
It's like a reality show.
Yeah, and I didn't know how that was gonna go, but it was great.
Sounds like a fucking nightmare.
No, it was fine.
So how
Everybody
big was the
great.
place?
Do you have your own bathroom?
Yeah,
Sounds
Well,
like some kinda
we
hippie
shared a
gathering.
bathroom, but
How many?
Like
God,
9
there
to a
had to be.
bathroom?
There was 2 bathrooms on each floor, and there was about 10 people
five
on
per
each
bathroom.
Yeah, 10 people on each floor.
I don't know how I feel about 5
It
per
was
bathroom.
fine. It
That's
was
not
totally
good math.
fine. Everybody was cool. We didn't have any
It's all good.
loose cannons.
Yeah.
I may
Nobody
have
got
been the loose
weird. Nobody
cannon. I don't
jacking
know.
off in the
Hey,
kitchen.
if you don't see a loose cannon in the room,
You're probably the
guy.
loose cannon.
Probably so.
Oh, well, good.
No,
I'm
but-
glad
I would
it
have
all
woke
worked
all
out.
those
that
fuckers
sounds
up
fun.
at like 8 in the
Yeah,
morning.
it was
screaming
fun.
for a dryer.
And
You-
this
you-
was
I know
like
you had a hell of a time getting back though, didn't you?
Yeah, because the flight going from Nashville to Atlanta got delayed by storms. By the time we actually got to Atlanta, our flight going from Atlanta to Wilmington had already left, and there were no more
no.
flights until the next day. So we just decided to rent a car and drive back.
Yeah.
And they were doing this on a small scale, kind of like we did with PLGX, but a very small scale.
Mm-hmm.
They want to go bigger next year, and they were like, yeah, it'd be great to get all the guys here.
why'd they pick Nashville?
I don't know.
I feel
I would
like
imagine the
One of
mu-
them lives there.
I mean,
know
Nashville's
that.
like kind of known for its music.
music,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and their
easy
music.
to fly. It's easy
Makes
to fly
sense to
into
me.
Nashville. A lot of direct flights there.
Yeah, it's a good time.
A good vibe. Yeah, it was great, man. Bachelorette parties are they're all like,
Tis the season.
yeah, it's like mosquitoes. It was insane.
Just a bunch
Everywhere.
of
They're known
clucking
for
hands
that.
walking around
That's
with
what they.
fake.
Austin has the bats that fly over the bridge. Nashville has
Bachelorette parties.
Yeah.
As soon as the sun goes down, they just come flying
They
out.
go under the bridge too.
You see all the girls walking around with dick straws. Like, oh, there they go.
That's it.
There they are.
Right.
Exactly.
And they're just
let's go get drunk.
just a giggling away.
Yeah.
This straw's got a dick in it.
It's like you hear them from around the corner. And,
It's really quite bizarre, isn't it?
I felt uncomfortable.
You know, it's
The
like,
dick
but the
thing?
whole thing, yeah, no, but I mean, it's just strange. The whole like, I'm gonna parade you around because now you're only gonna have this dick, this one dick, right? Like we're not going around
Oh no,
like tits and being like, hey,
We
look
should,
at him,
though.
we're gonna get
Yeah,
these
I've
are
got a
my
titty
wife's
hat.
tits.
Boob straw.
I had to throw a bachelor party for one person in my life, and I went a little crazy with it. I
You got the straws?
No, I bought a blow up doll and I blew it up and I handcuffed him to it all night.
Oh, yeah.
oh, okay, that's
so
fun.
we're like walking
I enjoy
around
that.
Wilmington downtown. I was like, you're
Okay.
handcuffed to a blow up doll
That's
all night.
fun.
So I was like,
Alright.
what's this guy's problem? It's like, he's a bachelor. He's getting married.
Anybody else throw a bachelor party for?
I have not. No.
Yeah,
Neebs, did you?
Did I ever throw a party?
Yeah,
No,
throw-
I did not.
And you say you have?
yeah.
How'd that go?
Well, I did too.
Well, he
one,
wasn't there.
One was one was in Vegas, and it was
It's
great.
online.
One was in Vegas. It was a lot of fun. 3
bet.
nights.
The one that I did was in Vegas.
3 nights? It's overkill.
Ooh.
Oh
but
no!
if you're going to
you're going to
Vegas,
fucking Vegas,
Oof.
man.
Okay.
Dozen
Dallas
guys.
and I did a week in Vegas once.
oh my god,
Yeah, 3 nights is
Vegas
just
is dangerous.
fine for Vegas.
we were there for 5 nights.
And
Yeah,
we did not
exactly.
slow down one night.
too many.
It was a
It,
mess.
it was never again. It was too much. You know what's interesting about the bachelor party is the reverse end of it, the other side of it. Have you ever? Because when I bartended and stuff, divorce parties. You ever been
No.
seen
That's
those?
a thing, huh?
I
Yes.
have one of
It's
those.
just the opposite
I
side
believe
of
my
it.
neighbor is getting ready to have one.
Equally a celebration in a
Yeah.
lot of cases. Yeah.
Penis straw.
Oh, more so. You would think, right?
In some, I don't know.
I
it's
mean-
case by case.
the guy has a penis straw. in the divorce party.
Yeah. Anyway, interesting.
So what's are there any tropes with a divorce party?
I don't
Any
know. Just
similar
a
things you
group.
see?
Just a group going around.
You only get
celebrating,
half a
getting
beer.
drunk.
Every time you order.
Oh yeah, she gets the other.
That's true.
Well, but except for the fact that, like, on the end of being engaged or whatever it is, you're not trying to go out and fuck other people.
Yeah, you
But-
are.
But the divorce party.
Oh, yeah, right.
You are
On the
Yeah.
So
divorce
that's
party,
the
they're on the
obvious.
prowl.
It's like they're on the prowl
It's
to
a
say I'm
prowl
getting
party.
laid now
That's
because
true,
I
yeah.
can.
I will say this,
You know, if they can.
And Dralis, you may have seen this. I used to work in nightclubs as well as a doorman, and some of these girls who are on their bachelorette parties, the brides to be,
Oh, some,
are
sure.
trying to get fucked.
without a
Oh,
doubt.
absolutely.
Yes,
Some of them are. Is it
Yeah,
pretty
some of
I
common?
know.
That's crazy, though.
Is it
Not
pretty
all of them.
common?
It's common.
Well, it's
That's fucked up,
because
man.
it's like the final.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
one
but it's
more.
fucked
It is
up.
fucked up.
Of course, it's fucked up.
It's like when
I
you're,
could never live with myself.
Yeah, it's like you don't. You probably shouldn't be getting married tomorrow. Then
no,
you know.
no.
That's
No, you know that's going. They're going to have a divorce party.
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
year
Yeah,
or
no,
two.
I
You
yeah,
might
imagine.
want
it's
to book
awful.
it. Book that already.
No, when you don't respect your spouse enough to.
Yeah, that's when you know the world's going to shit. Like,
But there's also a lot of people out there that are totally cool with that stuff
Open-
happening.
open.
That's
and
true,
like,
yeah, yeah.
and not even like
It
being
depends on the
open,
couple,
or
doesn't
you
it?
can go
Yeah.
like, we're not married, and before you get married, you can go
If
ahead
that's
and
the
do whatever
arrangement
the hell.
you've made.
Sure, it's
Yeah.
all about an agreement.
It's all
isn't
about
it?
an agreement.
Yeah.
Between two consenting adults.
That's it.
Who
Have
decide
at it,
yes.
babe. But you know what? I kind of watch. I want to watch. Want to watch later.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
might want to watch.
You never know.
Yeah.
May I watch
Cucks,
you
I believe they're
screw
called.
This man.
Interesting.
I
People
like
are
his
interesting.
Dick straws.
What are they called?
Cucks.
Cucks?
Yeah.
Why is it? Why that?
Is the full word cuckold?
Yes,
I think
yes.
so.
Cuckold.
What does that mean?
It's like you enjoy watching your wife getting nailed by another dude.
Or vice
Okay.
versa. It's I think just whatever partner wants to watch.
And in some
believe
ways,
it.
isn't it also supposed to be like, or can be, I think, like verbally abusive?
It's used as an insult.
Yeah, it's like an
sure.
insult,
Yeah.
like not good
Inside
enough,
certain
like, you
circles,
know.
yeah.
And there was that
It's like,
one,
oh, he's a cuck.
this one TV show that I watched.
Is that like heckled?
No,
No.
I don't think it's a verb.
It's like when you, yeah. They're probably cousins. Those words are cousins.
No, one's a verb.
I talked about this before, but in this one TV show, the wife had gotten her husband, this thing that he's supposed to wear, and it was like a cage over his testicles and his balls. And on the inside of it, it had spikes on it. So while she was watching,
How did we get to this?
While he was watching her,
You asked what a cunt was.
So while
This is your fault.
yeah, while he was watching her get banged, while he would get sexually aroused, it would hurt him,
He'd get-
and then he would get
Oh my
punished from
God.
it.
I thought this video was going to be like titled Unicorn or something.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's still
So
we're
long
getting back to that.
travel.com.
We're getting back to the unicorn thing
But you
real
did
quick.
Oh God.
anyway. Well, I don't know. What should we talk about now?
Well,
Because you know what a
we should
unicorn
probably
is in
change
that
the
world,
topic.
right?
What's a unicorn and what?
In that world, in the sex world?
No.
It's like a live-in third person, female, like with a couple.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, so that's why it's unicorn. It's so rare, but it can be wonderful. I'm
I
sure.
guess so, yeah. Just
Yeah,
Is that why it is?
I would think.
Like,
I don't-
That's a name
you don't
for
know,
it, like a
what's-
unicorn.
What's the definition? Now you got me going like, why? Why is
Well,
it
we
called
got to search
unicorn?
that shit up.
I don't want
Because
another
really,
mouth to feed.
No,
not
not
that
at all.
rare.
No,
Is
but
it?
no.
Some people do.
I would think it's very rare that they're completely cool with no drama.
I think
It is
I have-
rare,
I think
in time.
I think I have some neighbors that are like that's their situation. I can't figure out their situation, but I'm like, there's got to be something going on.
Let's call 'em.
Recently,
Do you have their email?
I know a couple.
Let me email our agent.
Two girls and a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had unicorn. He's gone through two, and this last one fell in love with him, and she moved back to New York. So I mean, like
are you
odds of
talking
it.
about?
I'm talking about a unicorn situation.
Oh, that you know. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just acquaintance, but it's like, yeah, I can't relate to it, but you know, good. If
Wait,
it works.
who's the unicorn?
The live-in person.
The third
the
wheel.
third
in
wheel on there.
polyamory, which is defined as the state or practice of maintaining multiple sexual and romantic relationships simultaneously
Aye.
with the full knowledge and consent of all the people involved. The term unicorn is used to describe a bisexual person, usually though not always female, who is willing to join an existing.
So
With
they go
either.
back and forth.
So they have to be
Forth.
bisexual.
Yes, I think that the whole partner is so that
So
you could do
That's
the.
most
But
commonly.
where did this term
Gotcha.
come? Like, why? Is it because of the rarity? Like that was my.
Isn't rarity
Well, that's-
My Little Pony?
Yeah, I believe it is. Oh, Jesus.
Unicorns
gotta
are
be.
rare
Oh
though.
boy.
Oh no! What can of worms have we opened?
I don't know, but it's about time to wrap up the show.
Oh yeah.
Probably is.
It's dinner time.
Yeah.
We got to
I'm
record some
hungry.
arc.
Yeah.
I'm-
So
I'm
let's finish
pretty
on
hungry.
the origin.
Listen, I'm not looking for it now.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
just
Then we don't need
search
that.
yourself
Fine.
if you're
We're
curious.
good.
You know?
Search.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks to awaytravel.com.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Thanks to you.
for being here.
Indeed.
We'll see you next time. Bye.